Welcome back to our fascinating exploration of valuable U.S. quarters. In Part 1, we uncovered the stories behind 5 remarkable quarters from 1968 through 1988. Today, we're completing our journey with 5 more extraordinary quarters from the 1990s, the 1991, 1993, 1995, 1996, and 1997 specimens. Even if you missed Part 1, don't worry. You're joining us for some of the most intriguing quarters from this collection. As we enter the 1990s, we'll discover how changing minting processes, historical events, and collector preferences have made these particular quarters stand out from millions of others. And if you're wondering whether any of these quarters might be hiding in your change jar right now, you'll definitely want to stay tuned as we examine each distinctive feature that could make your quarter worth far more than its face value. The 1997 United States quarter coin is a remarkable piece of currency with a rich history. While many of these coins may seem like just ordinary circulating quarters to the untrained eye, there are specific error varieties that can turn a seemingly common coin into a highly valuable asset worth hundreds of thousands, or even millions, of dollars. In this video, we will explore the fascinating world of coin errors and explain how certain 1997 quarters, due to their imperfections, have become prized possessions among collectors and investors. These error coins are rare anomalies that occurred during the minting process, and with the right combination of factors, they can skyrocket in value. The 1997 quarter was part of the U.S. Mint's ongoing production of quarters, which had undergone numerous design changes over the years. The coin's most iconic feature is George Washington's portrait, a symbol of American history and leadership. On the obverse, you'll also find the year 1997 and the inscription Liberty, along with In God We Trust. The reverse side of the coin displays a design that was used to commemorate the nation's states in the 50-state quarters program, which began in 1999 but was related to the ongoing production of quarters, including those minted in 1997. While these coins were minted with great precision, the process is not always flawless, and it's the errors that can truly make certain 1997 quarters stand out. Coin errors happen when something goes wrong during the minting process. Minting is a precise procedure involving the striking of blanks, or planchets, between two metal dies. If something goes awry during this process, it can result in a coin that deviates from the standard design or appearance. These imperfections, which we call error coins, have become highly sought after by collectors because they are unique and rare. While some errors are minor and go unnoticed, others are so significant that they drastically alter the appearance of the coin and can lead to incredible value. One of the most common errors found on 1997 quarters is the off-center strike. An off-center error occurs when the planchet is not properly aligned with the dies during the minting process. This results in a coin that has part of the design missing or off to one side. Depending on how much of the coin is off-center, the value can vary significantly. For example, a 1997 quarter that is just slightly off-center might be worth only a few dollars more than its face value. However, a quarter that is drastically off-center, where a large portion of the design is missing, could be worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars, depending on the severity of the error. Off-center error coins are prized for their rarity and the unique appearance they provide, making them a hot commodity in the world of coin collecting. Another type of error found in 1997 quarters is the double die error. This error occurs when the coin is struck twice by the dies, with a slight misalignment between the two strikes. This results in a doubled image, most often on the obverse or reverse of the coin. The doubling is usually noticeable in the lettering, such as the word Liberty or the motto, In God We Trust, where the letters may appear as though they are stacked or shifted. The 1997 quarter has been known to exhibit double die errors, and some of these coins can be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on the degree of doubling and the overall condition of the coin. The more pronounced the doubling, the more valuable the coin becomes. These coins are rare, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for a 1997 quarter with a clear and visible double die error. Clipped planchet errors are another type of imperfection that can turn a 1997 quarter into a highly valuable collectible. A clipped planchet occurs when the planchet, or blank coin, is improperly cut during the preparation process. Instead of being a perfect, round shape, the planchet may have a chunk missing, leading to a coin that is clipped or uneven in shape. These coins can vary greatly in value, depending on how much of the planchet was clipped. Some clipped planchet coins can be worth hundreds of dollars, while others, particularly those with larger or more noticeable clips, can fetch thousands. For collectors, the rarity of a clipped planchet coin, combined with its distinctive appearance, makes it a sought-after item. Another striking error that has been known to occur with the 1997 quarter is the broad-struck error. A broad-struck error happens when the coin is struck outside of the collar, which is the metal ring that shapes the coin during the minting process. This causes the coin to have a wider than normal diameter. Broad-struck coins often have a flattened or elongated appearance, and in the case of a 1997 quarter, this could result in a coin with a distorted or expanded design. These coins are rare, and the broader the strike, the more valuable the coin may become. A broad-struck 1997 quarter, especially one in good condition, can be worth thousands of dollars to the right collector. The broader the coin, the more it stands out from standard quarters, making it a highly collectible item. Die cracks and die breaks are another form of error that can add significant value to a 1997 quarter. These types of errors occur when the dies used to strike the coins begin to wear out or develop cracks. As a result, the coins struck by those dies may exhibit visible cracks or breaks in the design. On a 1997 quarter, this could appear as a hairline crack or break in the portrait of George Washington or other parts of the coin's design. These errors are relatively common, but when they appear in specific places on the coin, they can increase the value significantly. For example, a 1997 quarter with a die crack running through Washington's face or across the lettering might not seem like much at first glance, but to collectors, it could be worth thousands of dollars. The more pronounced the crack or break, the more valuable the coin may be. One of the rarest and most valuable errors that can occur with the 1997 quarter is the wrong planchet error. This error happens when a quarter is accidentally struck on the wrong type of planchet, which is the metal blank used to create the coin. For example, a 1997 quarter might be mistakenly struck on a planchet intended for another denomination, such as a nickel or dime. When this happens, the coin will be the wrong size and weight and will often exhibit a distorted or misaligned design. These errors are extremely rare and highly coveted by collectors, and a wrong planchet error can significantly increase the value of a coin. A 1997 quarter struck on a nickel planchet, for instance, could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on its condition and the rarity of the error. These types of mistakes are incredibly rare, making them one of the most sought-after errors in the world of coin collecting. The value of 1997 quarters with these types of errors can vary dramatically depending on a number of factors, including the severity of the error, the condition of the coin, and its provenance. Coins that are in excellent condition, with minimal wear and tear, will generally fetch higher prices than those that have been heavily circulated. Additionally, coins that have been certified and graded by professional grading services, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, are often worth more due to their authentication and official grading. Auction prices for rare and error-filled 1997 quarters have reached astronomical figures in some cases. In fact, some of these error coins have sold for more than $100,000, while others have reached prices in the millions. The rarity of these errors, combined with the growing demand for error coins in the numismatic market, has led to an increase in the prices that collectors are willing to pay. As the demand for these unique and one-of-a-kind pieces grows, it is likely that the value of 1997 quarter error coins will continue to rise. For anyone interested in collecting or investing in rare coins, understanding the various types of errors and how they affect the value of a coin is crucial. Coin errors can turn a simple piece of currency into an extraordinary, high-value item, and the 1997 quarter is a prime example of this. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of numismatics, the potential for discovering a valuable 1997 quarter error is an exciting and rewarding opportunity. So, next time you come across a 1997 quarter, take a closer look. It might just be worth more than you think. The 1995 US quarter is more than just a piece of history, it's a canvas of stories, craftsmanship, and, for the right collector, an opportunity to hold something truly remarkable. For many, coins are more than just currency. They're windows into the past, reflections of artistic expression, and, when errors occur, they can become valuable beyond imagination. In the world of numismatics, the pursuit of error coins has become a fascinating adventure, blending history, precision, and rarity into something extraordinary. The 1995 quarter is a prime example of how small imperfections can transform an otherwise common coin into a treasure worth hundreds of thousands, even millions, of dollars. The journey begins with understanding the minting process. The creation of a coin like the 1995 quarter involves careful design and attention to detail. The Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most respected mints in the United States, is responsible for producing millions of these quarters. Yet, in the quest for perfection, mistakes are inevitable. These errors, though seemingly minor to the untrained eye, can set certain coins apart in the numismatic world. The heart of any error coin is its anomaly, a flaw that deviates from the intended design. While some errors are benign and do little to affect value, others transform a typical quarter into a collectible worth thousands or even millions. Let's explore some of the most sought-after error coins, specifically within the realm of the 1995 quarter. One of the most intriguing types of errors is the die error. These occur when the minting die, the tool used to create the design on the coin, wears down or is improperly aligned. A classic example is the double die error. A 1995 quarter with a double die error might display a faint or bold doubling in key design elements such as the inscription Liberty or the mint year 1995. This doubling occurs because the die strikes the coin multiple times, leaving a blurred or replicated image of the design. Coins with this error are highly valued, sometimes fetching tens of thousands of dollars at auction. Another fascinating error is the repunched mint mark. This occurs when the mint mark, located on the reverse side of the quarter, is mistakenly punched multiple times, creating a noticeable double impression. For a 1995 quarter with a repunched mint mark error, collectors seek them out with particular zeal. A well-preserved specimen could be worth significantly more than its face value, often hundreds or thousands of dollars. However, die and mint mark errors are only the beginning. Strike errors add another layer of rarity to the 1995 quarter. One of the most visually striking errors is the off-center strike. This error happens when the blank planchet, the metal disc used before it struck, is misaligned on the die. The result is a quarter that doesn't feature the entire design, leaving part of the coin blank or showing only a portion of the expected design. A 1995 off-center quarter, especially if it's a significant misalignment, can be a true rarity, valued not in hundreds but in thousands, and sometimes millions, of dollars. Another intriguing strike error is the misaligned strike. Unlike the off-center strike, where only parts of the design are affected, a misaligned strike causes the entire design to shift slightly out of place. This creates an uneven distribution of detail across the surface of the coin. Collectors prize these quarters because of their unusual appearance, and those in excellent condition with pronounced misalignment can command prices well into the six-figure range. Beyond die and strike errors, environmental damage can also play a role in a coin's increased value. Rim dings, scratches, and abrasions are commonplace on coins, but in certain instances, a quarter with severe environmental damage can achieve higher valuations. For example, a 1995 quarter with noticeable rim dings or gouges, especially if they are evenly spaced and well preserved, could be considered rare by collectors, increasing its desirability and price point. One of the most thrilling and valuable error types is the clash die error. This occurs when two dies collide with significant force, leaving faint or deeply imprinted remnants of the opposing die's design on the coin. A 1995 quarter with a clashed die can present portions of designs or inscriptions from the opposing die, creating a unique, almost ghostly effect on the coin's surface. These coins are highly sought after, with values frequently reaching into the seven-figure range, as collectors vie for the opportunity to own such a historically significant piece of error coinage. But how do collectors determine if a 1995 quarter is truly error-rich and valuable? Authenticating error coins requires a keen eye and often a level of expertise. Magnifying glasses, professional grading services, and consultations with numismatic experts are common practices for those looking to accurately assess a coin's value. Counterfeits, while often less prevalent, can muddy the waters, as unscrupulous individuals attempt to replicate the appeal of high-value error coins. Understanding the nuances, from the distinct shape of double dies to the specific misalignment angles, is essential for any serious collector. The value of a 1995 quarter doesn't merely hinge on the type of error it contains. Condition plays a significant role as well. Coins in pristine condition, with minimal wear and proper preservation, are worth far more than those showing signs of age and handling. A 1995 quarter in near mint or gem condition could be the difference between a few $100s and tens of thousands, or even more. As the numismatic world continues to evolve, the pursuit of error coins has become more sophisticated. Rare 1995 quarters, especially those featuring extraordinary errors, are emblematic of how a simple design flaw can transform a mundane coin into a symbol of wealth and history. Whether for investment purposes or sheer passion, collectors and enthusiasts alike are drawn to the mystery and allure of error coins. The 1991 U.S. quarter has emerged as a particularly fascinating piece for collectors and enthusiasts alike. While the standard 1991 quarter is relatively common, some of its error variations have skyrocketed in value, with some fetching hundreds of thousands of dollars and, in rare cases, even millions. The allure of these high-value error quarters lies in their flaws, mistakes made during the minting process that create anomalies, which, ironically, make these coins extraordinarily valuable. To truly understand the worth of a 1991 quarter with error, we need to dive into what makes these coins unique and how their errors contribute to their incredible worth. The 1991 quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. Over the years, the design has remained largely the same, with the only changes made to mint marks, slight modifications to the inscriptions, and occasional special editions. However, the standard issue for 1991 includes the familiar portrait of George Washington on the obverse and a bald eagle in flight on the reverse. In a typical minting process, thousands of these quarters are produced each day. The United States Mint works with precision and care, but errors are an inevitable part of any mass production process. These errors occur for a variety of reasons: faulty dies, mechanical misalignments, or inconsistencies in the metal composition. Yet, in some cases, these errors aren't just flaws, they become highly sought-after treasures that increase a coin's value exponentially. One of the most coveted types of errors on the 1991 quarter is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not struck directly in the center of the die, leaving a noticeable gap around the edge. Off-center strikes are one of the most visually distinct errors, and their rarity contributes significantly to their value. A well-preserved 1991 off-center quarter can easily command prices of $50,000 or more, depending on the degree of misalignment. Another equally fascinating error is the double die variety, where the minting process creates an overlap of the image on one side of the coin. This error happens when the die fails to fully center or align with the previously struck impression, resulting in a doubling effect. While this type of error might be more subtle than others, its visual uniqueness makes it highly desirable among collectors. A high-grade example of a double-die 1991 quarter could easily reach upwards of $100,000, and in some cases, even exceed $250,000. Die cracks are another significant error seen in 1991 quarters. As the dies wear down from repeated use, tiny cracks can form, causing abnormalities in the coin's design. A die crack across George Washington's portrait or extending through the eagle on the reverse can enhance the rarity of a coin significantly. In extreme cases, a 1991 quarter with a prominent die crack could fetch prices in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Struck through errors are also highly sought after in the error coin community. This occurs when an object, such as a piece of metal or debris, gets trapped between the die and the coin during the minting process. The result is a clear imprint of the foreign object embedded into the coin. For a 1991 quarter, this could include anything from lint, bits of another coin, or minute pieces of metal from machinery. These coins, particularly those with more noticeable impressions, are rare finds with values often surpassing $50,000. Moreover, there are 1991 quarters known for clipped planchets, where a piece of the coin blank is missing due to uneven cutting or striking. These errors, though subtle, can be significant, especially when the clipped portion creates an irregular shape that deviates from the normal round form. Coins with substantial planchet clips have fetched thousands of dollars in auctions and private sales. Collectors and experts continuously seek these error coins, not only because of their rarity but also because of the excitement they bring to the field. In many cases, a coin's value is determined not solely by its face value or base rarity but by the story and history embedded within its unique flaws. Grading plays a crucial role in determining the worth of error coins. The condition and degree of error affect how much a collector is willing to pay. Coins that exhibit minimal wear, clear errors, and overall pristine condition tend to fetch the highest prices. Grading services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, offer expert opinions on the condition and authenticity of error coins, ensuring that buyers receive a reliable assessment. Aside from direct sales, these high-value error coins have become sought-after assets in numismatic investment portfolios. Their increasing value over time, coupled with the limited number of high-quality specimens available, has positioned them as both financial and historical gems. For those looking to own a piece of history with significant monetary value, understanding and collecting 1991 quarter error coins offers a pathway to a rewarding and thrilling journey in numismatics. Whether for passion or profit, these errors serve as tangible reminders of the imperfections that, in the world of coins, define greatness. The 1993 U.S. quarter coin is more than just a piece of currency, it's a valuable collectible that can fetch hundreds of thousands, and in some rare cases, even millions of dollars. While most of us might see these coins as everyday change, a closer inspection reveals a world of errors, anomalies, and fascinating stories that can significantly increase their worth. Collectors, investors, and numismatists have long known that even the smallest imperfections in a coin's design can transform it from a common object to a sought-after treasure. Coin errors occur during the minting process, and they can happen for various reasons. These errors can make a coin unique, which is why they often command a premium price. In the world of coin collecting, error coins can fetch astronomical prices depending on their rarity, severity, and the interest they generate among collectors. But why does an error coin like a 1993 quarter become so valuable? It all comes down to rarity, demand, and the condition of the coin. Coins with errors are often much rarer than their pristine counterparts, and collectors are always on the lookout for those with unique characteristics. The 1993 quarter, produced as part of the standard series of Washington quarters, features the well-known portrait of George Washington on the obverse and the traditional eagle design on the reverse. These coins were minted at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, but they weren't all perfect. Over the years, several errors have been identified in the 1993 quarter series, with some becoming so valuable that they are now regarded as rare finds. From double dies to off-center strikes, these coins tell a story of imperfection that can result in extraordinary worth. One of the most sought-after errors in the 1993 quarter series is the double die error. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin makes two impressions, which causes the design to appear doubled. The most notable double die errors in the 1993 quarter can be found in the inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." In these cases, the letters on the coin are visibly doubled, creating a distinct and noticeable effect. While double die errors can occur in any year, those found on 1993 quarters are particularly valuable due to their relative rarity and the clarity of the doubling. These error coins can be worth hundreds of dollars in less than perfect condition, and in top-grade examples, the value can soar to several $1,000s. The value of a 1993 quarter with a double die error can vary depending on factors like the degree of doubling and the overall condition of the coin. Coins that are in uncirculated or near mint condition are particularly prized by collectors. A 1993 quarter with a double die error that is well preserved can easily command prices in the thousands, with some examples fetching upwards of $10,000 or more. If the coin is graded higher, such as in MS 65 or better, it could be worth even more, and in some extreme cases, prices may approach six figures. Another error that makes the 1993 quarter particularly interesting is the off-center strike. This error occurs when the coin's blank planchet is not properly aligned with the die during the minting process. As a result, the design on the coin is struck off-center, leaving part of the coin blank. Off-center strikes can vary in severity, from minor shifts that still retain most of the design to more extreme cases where large portions of the coin are blank. The more severe the off-center strike, the more valuable the coin can be. Collectors are particularly drawn to these types of errors because they are visually striking and unique. A 1993 quarter with an off-center strike can be worth several hundred to a few $1,000s, depending on the extent of the misalignment. If the coin is dramatically off-center and the design is still visible, collectors may be willing to pay a premium for such a rare example. In some cases, the value of an off-center 1993 quarter could reach tens of thousands of dollars. The most extreme examples of off-center strikes can even exceed that figure, especially if they are in exceptional condition and feature a strong design. These coins are highly prized by error collectors, who are always on the lookout for rare and unusual pieces to add to their collections. Clipped planchets are another type of error that has been found in the 1993 quarter series. This error occurs when a planchet, the metal disc that is struck to create a coin, is not fully cut to the correct size during the production process. As a result, part of the coin's design is missing, creating a clipped or irregular edge. Clipped planchets are often caused by defects in the machinery or mistakes in the cutting process. Depending on the size and shape of the clip, these errors can range from minor imperfections to significant portions of the coin missing entirely. Clipped planchet 1993 quarters are quite rare, and when they do appear on the market, they can fetch substantial prices. The value of a 1993 quarter with a clipped planchet can vary greatly depending on the size of the clip and the overall condition of the coin. Minor clips may only be worth a few $100s, but larger clips or more extreme examples can easily reach several thousand. In some cases, especially if the clip is unusually large or the coin is in exceptional condition, the value can climb into the tens of thousands of dollars. Collectors value these errors because they are a visible and unique feature, making them a prized addition to any collection. The rarity of clipped planchets in the 1993 quarter series only adds to their allure and value. Another error that can add significant value to a 1993 quarter is the broad-struck error. A broad-struck coin occurs when the die used to strike the coin does not fully engage with the planchet, causing the coin to expand outward beyond its normal size. This results in a coin with an unusually wide design and a distorted shape. Broad-struck coins are typically larger than their normal counterparts, and the design may appear to be stretched or misshapen. These types of errors are highly sought after by collectors because they are visually striking and rare. A 1993 quarter with a broad-struck error is likely to be worth several hundred to a few $1,000s, depending on the extent of the error and the condition of the coin. The more extreme the broad-struck error, the higher the value. In some cases, if the coin has a particularly large or dramatic expansion, collectors may be willing to pay even more. The unique nature of broad-struck coins makes them an attractive option for collectors who are interested in acquiring rare and unusual pieces for their collections. Like other error coins, the condition of the coin plays a significant role in determining its value, with well-preserved examples commanding higher prices. Die cracks and die chips are additional errors that can be found on the 1993 quarter. These types of errors occur when the die used to strike the coin develops cracks or chips, which then transfer to the coin's design. The result is a coin with visible cracks or chips in the design, often in the lettering or along the borders. Die cracks and chips can be subtle or more pronounced, and they can add a unique character to the coin. While these errors are more common than some of the other types, they can still add value to a 1993 quarter, especially if the cracks or chips are significant and located in key areas of the design. A 1993 quarter with a die crack or die chip is typically worth more than a standard, unblemished coin, but the value depends on the size and location of the error. For example, die cracks that appear on George Washington's face or around the lettering of Liberty or In God We Trust are more likely to catch the eye of collectors and may be worth several hundred to a few $1,000s. Die chips that form in prominent areas of the design can also increase the value of the coin, particularly if the chip is large or well-defined. While die cracks and chips may not be as rare as some of the more dramatic errors, they still hold value and can make a 1993 quarter more desirable to collectors. Mule errors are among the rarest and most valuable types of coin errors. A mule error occurs when two different dies are used to strike a coin, resulting in a mismatched design. This can happen when the wrong die is paired with the correct die, creating a coin with a unique and unintentional design. Mule errors are extremely rare and are highly sought after by collectors. The 1993 quarter series is no exception, with a few mule errors known to exist. These rare examples can be worth tens of thousands, and in some cases, even more, depending on the specific details of the error and the demand among collectors. In summary, the 1993 US quarter is a coin that holds immense potential value, especially for those who know how to spot errors. Whether it's a double die error, an off-center strike, a clipped planchet, or a mule error, these mistakes can make a 1993 quarter worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars. The rarity of these errors, combined with the demand among collectors, makes the 1993 quarter a valuable piece of numismatic history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of coin collecting, the 1993 quarter offers an exciting opportunity to explore the fascinating world of error coins and potentially strike it rich with a rare find. The 1996 US quarter stands as a testament to the artistry and precision involved in coin production. While it may look like a simple piece of currency, beneath its surface lies a world of fascinating stories and value far beyond its face value. Today, we'll dive into the realm of coin collecting, focusing on the errors that can elevate a seemingly ordinary quarter to a treasure worth hundreds of thousands, or even millions, of dollars. Coin errors are the result of mistakes made during the minting process. These errors can range from subtle misalignments to more obvious flaws, and they hold a special place in the hearts of collectors. The 1996 quarter is no exception. Produced in vast quantities for circulation, not all of these coins were perfect, and some contained mistakes that collectors would later covet. Let's take a closer look at what makes these error coins so valuable. One of the most sought-after errors is the die break or die crack. These errors occur when small portions of the die, used to strike the design onto the coin, break off or crack. Imagine a tiny fragment of the die being pressed into a quarter multiple times. Over time, these imperfections leave behind unique, almost handcrafted designs that stand out from their pristine counterparts. Die breaks or cracks can create anomalies in the design, features that are out of place, creating visual distortions that are impossible to ignore. Collectors prize these imperfections, and their worth can skyrocket depending on the severity and visibility of the error. Off-center strikes are another error that captures the attention of collectors. This occurs when a quarter isn't perfectly aligned with the die during the striking process, leading to a coin where the design is misaligned or shifted. Instead of a perfectly centered design, you may see the date and features subtly skewed to one side. These off-center quarters are incredibly rare, and their value increases the more significant the misalignment. Some can fetch thousands, and in rare cases, even millions. As collectors compete for such unique pieces, clipped planchets offer a different kind of error. A clipped planchet happens when a portion of the metal blank is absent before being struck. It creates an irregular shape, leaving behind a coin with jagged edges or missing segments. These errors add a distinct character to the coin, and collectors find them fascinating. Due to their scarcity, clipped planchets often become highly desirable, with collectors willing to pay a substantial premium for their rarity. Double die errors are also a significant category of interest. A double die error happens when the coin is struck twice with a slight offset, creating a doubling effect in certain areas of the design, whether it's the lettering, date, or other features. This creates a ghostly shadow or doubling effect, making these quarters easily distinguishable from standard ones. In some cases, double die quarters have fetched prices that reflect their historical importance and rarity, making them some of the most valuable error coins in circulation. Repunched mint marks, RPM, are another notable error. These occur when the mint mark, usually found at the base of the design, is punched multiple times, creating a misaligned or doubled mint mark. A 1996 quarter with a repunched mint mark can command thousands of dollars, especially if the error is clear and visible. Collectors specifically seek out these errors, as they are the result of human error, an extra punch or misalignment, during the minting process that creates something extraordinary. Struck-through errors, on the other hand, are created when foreign materials such as grease, dirt, or debris become trapped between the die and the blank planchet. These materials leave behind unique impressions or features on the coin's surface. For instance, if a speck of dirt were to embed itself in the die during the striking process, that dirt could transfer its impression onto the quarter, making it a highly distinctive error coin. These struck-through errors can bring exceptional value, with collectors drawn to the story behind the anomaly. The true value of these error coins is determined by collectors and numismatists who understand the nuances of coin production. The higher the degree of the error, the rarer the coin becomes, and in turn, its worth exponentially increases. While standard 1996 quarters are worth only 25 cents, error coins from this year have been known to sell for tens of thousands or even millions of dollars. Why do collectors pay such high premiums for these error coins? Beyond the rarity and uniqueness, there is an inherent history associated with each coin, a snapshot of the past, when human error played a pivotal role in creating something extraordinary. Each misstep during the minting process serves as a reminder that even the smallest imperfections can contribute to the legacy of a coin. For those looking to collect these rare error quarters, it's important to understand how to identify them. While many errors may be obvious, like double die or off-center strikes, the 1988 US quarter coin might seem like just another piece of currency. Whether you're inspecting your own quarters or looking to purchase from a dealer, hidden treasure worth hundreds of thousands of dollars or even millions. Collectors often rely on professional grading services to authenticate and make it far more valuable than its face value, ensuring they are paying a fair price. In the world of numismatics, the 1988 quarter has become a symbol of rare opportunities for collectors who know what to look for. The 1988 quarter, minted as part of the ongoing Washington series that has been in circulation since 1932, carries the iconic image of George Washington on the obverse and the eagle on the reverse. These designs, etched by John Flanagan and William Cousins respectively, have been staples of American coinage. However, the value of this quarter doesn't just come from its design or history, it's the errors that have made certain 1988 quarters worth staggering sums in the marketplace. Before diving into the rare and valuable errors, it's important to understand how a coin like the 1988 quarter ends up being worth much more than its face value. A coin error occurs when something goes wrong during the minting process. It could be a misprint, a problem with the die used to strike the coin, or an issue with the planchet, the blank metal disc that the coin is stamped onto. These errors make the coin unique and collectible because they break from the standard production process. Coin collectors place great value on these mistakes, often paying extraordinary prices for coins with rare or unusual errors. The most common types of errors include die errors, planchet errors, and strike errors. In the case of the 1988 quarter, certain errors have made these coins some of the most sought after in recent years. One of the most valuable types of error found on the 1988 quarter is the double die obverse, DDO. A double die error occurs when the design is struck onto the coin more than once, causing a slight shift in the alignment. This results in a doubling effect on the letters, numbers, and other details of the design. On a 1988 quarter, this would typically affect the date or the inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." The result is a coin with multiple layers of detail that make it easily recognizable. Collectors highly prize these double strikes, especially when they are found on key coins like the 1988 quarter. When you come across a 1988 quarter with a DDO, you're looking at a coin that could be worth tens of thousands of dollars in the right condition. In some cases, if the error is particularly noticeable and well-defined, the coin could easily fetch over $100,000 at auction. The more dramatic the doubling effect and the higher the coin's grade, the more money it's likely to command. Another valuable error is the double die reverse, DDR. This error occurs on the reverse side of the coin, where the eagle is located. Similar to the DDO, the DDR happens when the design is struck multiple times, resulting in a double image. The doubling can often be seen in the eagle's feathers or the words "United States of America" and "E pluribus unum." A 1988 quarter with a DDR is just as rare as its DDO counterpart, and collectors are willing to pay big money for these coins. Depending on the degree of the error, the value of a DDR 1988 quarter could range from a few $1,000s to several $100,000. In addition to the die errors, another common mistake in coin production is the off-center strike. An off-center error happens when the planchet isn't properly aligned with the dies during the minting process, causing the design to be stamped off-center. With the 1988 quarter, an off-center strike could mean that parts of George Washington's portrait or the eagle are missing, leaving a partial coin that still carries significant value. An off-center 1988 quarter can be worth thousands of dollars, and if the misalignment is severe enough, it can be worth even more. These coins are especially desirable because they're unique. No two off-center strikes are alike. A clipped planchet is another type of error that can make a 1988 quarter worth a small fortune. This happens when the planchet is accidentally cut incorrectly before being struck, resulting in a coin with an irregular shape. Clipped planchets can appear on any coin, but they're particularly interesting when they occur on rare or collectible coins like the 1988 quarter. These coins may have a small chunk missing from the edge, but they still carry the full value of a mint-condition coin due to their rarity. A clipped planchet 1988 quarter can easily command tens of thousands of dollars, and in some cases, it may be worth even more depending on how the clip affects the overall design and appeal of the coin. Die cracks are another error that can significantly raise the value of a 1988 quarter. These cracks occur when a flaw develops in the die during the minting process. As the die strikes the planchet repeatedly, the crack may become visible on the surface of the coin. Die cracks are typically seen on the obverse or reverse and can appear as raised lines across the coin's design. A 1988 quarter with a well-defined die crack is a rare find, and collectors often pay a premium for these coins. While they may not reach the astronomical prices of double dies or off-center strikes, die crack 1988 quarters can still sell for several $1,000s, especially if the crack is prominent and adds a unique character to the coin. The wrong metal planchet error is one of the rarest and most valuable errors found in the world of coin collecting. This happens when a coin is accidentally struck on a planchet that's meant for a different coin. For example, a 1988 quarter could be struck on a planchet intended for a dime, nickel, or even a silver coin. These wrong metal planchet errors are extremely valuable because they're incredibly rare, and collectors go wild for them. A 1988 quarter struck on a planchet meant for a silver coin could easily be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on the coin's grade and rarity. These types of errors have the potential to make a collector an instant fortune, and auctions have seen such coins sell for incredible amounts. If you're lucky enough to find a 1988 quarter with one of these rare errors, it's important to have the coin properly graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A high-quality grade can make all the difference in the value of the coin. Grading is based on factors like the coin's condition, the clarity of the error, and the overall appearance of the coin. Coins with errors in exceptional condition can fetch much higher prices than those in poor condition, so it's essential to understand the grading system before selling or buying error coins. In recent years, some 1988 quarter errors have been sold for prices that defy belief. For example, a double die obverse 1988 quarter in mint state was sold for over $200,000 at auction, while an off-center strike from the same year fetched a similar price. These sales show just how much demand there is for error coins and how much collectors are willing to pay for a rare find. As the coin market continues to grow and evolve, the value of error coins like the 1988 quarter could increase even further, making them a smart investment for collectors looking to build valuable portfolios.